Durs is afraid of the box.
We are going to do a bake-along. For those of you who don't know what a bake-along is, I post the recipe in the Discord where you can get all the ingredients and come bake with us, and I will teach you how to bake it. Today we're making brownies. Aiden is so excited.
So sad the bake-alongs are always while I'm at work.
Aiden just woke up.
Is it a crime to wake up at 1:30 on a Saturday?
No, I don't think it's a crime.
No. Have I been dodging my responsibilities?
A little bit.
Am I falling apart? No.
No, a little bit.
Shut up.
The brownies don't take that long. It's actually the easiest recipe in the whole wide world and the best brownie recipe, I promise. I've tried hundreds and hundreds of brownie recipes. These are the best ones. Something that is encouraged is streaming along. So I'm gonna see if anybody is streaming along with us today. I can check on them throughout the stream. Dude, this mouse sucks asshole. I don't know if it's my lack of mouse pad or what. Chat, I'm gonna run to my stream room and run back. Let's see how out of breath I am, okay? Let's see if I'm getting better. Oh, we gotta take the microphone pack with us. I'm not really running. I'm more just walking. I had to go up some stairs. I'm gonna grab a Gatorade. I think that was pretty good. I'm not like super out of breath. Okay, MecD is the only one live today. This is MecD, chat. He is my mod.
You know, I'm doing my best React streamer impression.
He's cooking on an ironing board, which is great. Like I said, anybody can bake, chat. Anybody can bake, even if you have to bake it on an ironing board. Super easy recipe for anyone following along. Of course, there's people following along that aren't streaming. Was that cool ASMR or what? Get all of your ingredients out. Also, let's preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 175 Celsius. This is 100% a perfect recipe to make weed brownies with. I'm not saying I have done it. I'm just saying it works really, really perfectly with this recipe in particular. Okay, first thing we're gonna start with, half a cup of butter. This one, you're actually gonna melt your butter. This is a very rare situation. Yeah, get out your notes if you have to. If you're gonna make this later, take out your notes. Half a cup of butter. In America, that's a stick. In EU, that is 4 ounces. So microwave it for like 30 seconds, stir it, microwave 30 seconds. The consistency of this batter is gonna be thinner because we're microwaving the butter. So the butter's gonna already be melted. What happens is you can bake this at a lower temperature because we don't need to melt the butter later. And then you get ooey gooey brownies. Okay, super simple recipe. This is the easiest recipe, especially with cocoa, because normally we have to bloom cocoa. This recipe, we're not gonna bloom cocoa. So we just need a bowl. In goes our half cup of melted butter. We're also not gonna use a mixer today because I wanna show you guys absolutely how easy this is. Even if you don't have a mixer, you can make this recipe and it'll be flawless every time unless you mess it up. But just don't mess it up, foreheads. Always unsalted when you're baking unless it says otherwise. If you have salted and you're like, oh no, I can't make the brownies, I don't have unsalted. Just make them with salted and then just don't add any additional salt.
Feel
Super
better
easy.
soon.
We're gonna use granulated sugar, so white sugar, 2/3 cups, 1, and we're just gonna pour that right into your butter. And then brown sugar, we're gonna do half a cup. Brown sugar, remember you always have to press it in. Brown sugar is one of the only things you pack in, and you might think, why the heck is there brown sugar in this recipe? Brown sugar has molasses in it. Oh, would you like to help? Sorry guys, my sous chef showed up a little late for work today. Sorry, what I was saying, brown sugar has molasses in it, which is gonna add a subtle layer of flavor to these brownies. So we mix. So when I used to work in a bakery, we would make literally like thousands of brownies a day. It was so cool because we'd have these mixers. The bowl was the size of my body. It'd have so much batter. And then we'd pour it out on these trays, bake it all, and then you could do different things with it. I'd have a tray here, tray here, tray here. What you can do with hot brownies, you can put jam on them, or you can frost some of them, or you could put ganache on some of them, so you can like change everything about it. You could add marshmallows on top. This is just a basic brownie recipe that you could do anything with. So now all my sugars are combined. We're gonna add 2 eggs. Again, I tell this lesson every single time. If you're new to cracking eggs, don't do it on the edge, do it on a flat surface. You're less likely to get shells in your shid. And a tablespoon of olive oil. I know that seems weird, but we're just adding additional fat, and the olive oil is actually usually pretty good with chocolate because the chocolate will overpower the olive flavor. Of course, if you have to use vegetable oil, that's fine. Canola oil is fine. And you mix it. Check for any shells before you start mixing, otherwise you'll be really sad. All right, and then that's it for our wet ingredients. So look at that, it kind of looks like a pancake batter right now. Anyone who does the bake along with me, if you want to stream it, you can. You plug your stream into the stream plugs in the Discord channel and I'll check on you.
It's going good, I think. Looks like applesauce.
See, this is easy. MecD can do it. And MecD, you suck at baking, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, add 1 cat to your batter. Just kidding, don't do that. Now, you're gonna add a half a cup of flour, just all purpose. half a cup of your cocoa powder. If you've never tasted cocoa powder alone, I encourage you to do it now. Super bitter and super gross. But a lot of us made the mistake as kids, and if you didn't make that mistake as kids, I think you should make the mistake now. My cocoa powder is kind of old, so it's like really lumpy. So I'm gonna run mine through the sifter. I assume you guys won't have to because you probably don't have old cocoa powder. You probably bought cocoa powder just for this. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You can measure this or you can guesstimate. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're gonna mix this together. It's gonna get pretty thick. And if your oven is not at 350, make sure you turn your oven on. Make sure you get all the sides. You don't want anything left. And this is what you're looking at. The best brownie batter in the world.
Oh, Paul.
Ludwig? How is it?
Use a little almond oil.
Okay, everyone ignore him.
I would just crush up your own almonds at home.
No, Mekti's getting a one-on-one lesson right now, so we're just gonna hover and watch him. Don't fuck up, Mekti.
I need to get all my sides still, like you said, but it's very pasty.
Perfect. Show me your pan.
That's a good question. Let me go get it. I got a 9x9.
That's perfect.
I don't know. I couldn't find an 8x8, so here we are. Whatever.
That's fine. The 9x9 or an 8x8 pan is ideal for this amount of brownies, but if you only have a 9x13 pan, that's totally fine. You know what? I don't even know if I have a 9x9. Sad day for this girly. You do want to grease your pan, which I always forget to put pan spray on the list. So if you don't have pan spray, just use some of that extra olive oil or butter and just rub your pan down. Okay, before I move on, are there any questions from the chat? Why did my dad leave? Okay, well, these are not. But yeah, if you're adding chocolate chips, feel free to add them now. So now you're just gonna scoop your brownie mixture. We're just gonna plop it. This is the plop method because it's a really thick batter. You know, a plop in every corner and then connect them. So I've plopped my 4 corners. Now I'm just gonna plop in between. Notice that this recipe has no baking powder, no baking soda, so this is gonna be really fudgy brownies, not cakey. And then once you have all your plops done, you just kind of spread it, and it's easier to connect and smooth out your plops. If you're having a really hard time, what you can do is spray your spatula with some of that olive oil, and then your spatula won't stick either. So you can really get in there. There's my brownies. Okay, we're gonna put this in the oven anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes. So I'm gonna put it in for 20 minutes, and that's when we're gonna check it, and then we'll see if we need to add more time. So that's in there. I'm gonna set a timer. We'll check on Mek one last time.
I may or may not have forgot the flour, so here we are.
Okay, all right. Wait, you forgot the flour? We need to get you a spatula. That's what we need to get.
I'm not that. Yeah, I have a spatula. I'm honestly just lazy.
While we wait those 20 minutes, we're gonna clean really quick, and then we're gonna do some baking quizzes. So let's clean up really quick.
Who made this big mess? Me? Get ready for the 10-second tidy. Ready, set, go!
Cleanup time, everybody. A really simple way to make this recipe gluten-friendly is almond flour or corn flour. So corn flour is interesting because if you use corn flour in this, you might make corn bread. But what cocoa powder does is actually mask that corn flavor. So corn flour is a really good replacement when you can't have gluten. Now, if you're vegan, you can replace the butter with margarine and the eggs with applesauce. Listen, I got your solutions, boys, okay? Look guys, I got some cute Valentine's Day decorations. Can you tell these are flowers? While we wait for the brownies to cook, we have a few minutes. So we're gonna do hardest baking quiz ever. Dun, dun, dun. Only a true pastry chef can get 7 out of 10 on this difficult baking quiz. Dun, dun, dun. Genoise is a type of what? Frosting, cake, fruit sauce, dough. It's a cake. Don't make fun of my pronunciation of any of these things. Diplomat. What is diplomat cream made of? I believe this is pastry cream and whipped cream. Diplomat cream is a pastry cream lightened with whipped cream. Hell yeah, 2 out of 10, 2 out of 10. She's amazing. What is tulle? That's a cookie. Tulle cookies are dumb. They're literally just made as for garnishes and they're kind of annoying to make. What type of meringue is made with boiling sugar? Swiss meringue. Wait a second. This is just common. Wait a second. I'm going with common. No, it was Italian. I only make meringue with boiling sugar. I didn't realize that I was making Italian this whole time. What is the difference between pâté brisé and pâté sucré? One is savory and one is sweet. Oh, this is usually used for like meats or like quiche, and this is used for like fruit tarts, the other one. the sucre. Which of these can act as a leavening agent? Lemon juice. I feel like this is a trick question. This is a stabilizer. This is a thickener, leavener. This is a thickener, so I think it's yeast. Yeah, okay. I felt like there was a trick there, so that's why I was like, it can't just be yeast. That's too easy. Cream of tartar is most commonly used for what? Stabilizing, whipping egg whites. Yes. 4 times sugar is basically what? I'm 90% sure it's sanding sugar. I don't know this one. It's powdered? Oh my God, I didn't know that. I've never heard that. I've never seen that in my life. Crumb refers to what? I'm pretty sure it's this one. Oh my God, what's happening? Docking. Docking refers to what? Okay, none of these are correct for the record. Pressing the dough into a pan, portioning the dough. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's either one of these two. I think it's that one. Oh no! Oh, how sad. Oh no. Sorry, chat. Spam the L's. Spam the L's. I deserve them. I'm not a pro. Time to check on the brownies. Okay, mine was in a glass dish, so it might take a little longer, but the texture you're going for is, ooh, yummy, yummy. Yeah, mine are not done. Mine need 5 more minutes, but your whole top should be completely baked. Like, I still have a wet part, so I'm gonna give mine 5 more minutes. As long as your top looks baked, pull it out. So I'm gonna give mine 5 more minutes.
5 minutes later.
Okay, yeah. Oh, baby. These are some yummy, dummy brownies. Look at that. We're gonna let that cool. That's the hardest part when you bake. Let's check on McD. If your brownies are done, please feel free to post a picture.
I decided to flip it out. I don't know if that was a good idea. Wait, these are thick?
No, they're thin. What do you mean? What?
Yeah, I absolutely just chunked out a piece from the middle. I don't know how they're supposed to taste because yours probably tastes better than mine.
That is the worst review I've ever gotten of a baked good, is I don't know how they're supposed to taste. Well, I hope they taste good.
No, mine taste really chocolatey. They're fine. Like, I would have them. Like, I'm probably not going to throw them away.
They're
But
fine?
I don't know if I would make them a second time.
Did I mess up the recipe? I'm nervous now. These are the best brownies in the world. Mine are really good. What happened? See, look how fudgy mine is.
This didn't help my case. I thought it was a simple recipe, so I wouldn't look as bad. I'm glad I didn't do like the sugar cookies or something else before.
Put some ice cream on top of them and they'll be great. Brilliant Leader, yours look perfect. Hell yeah. Oh, and you're using the frosting from last week. Yours look perfect. Patty, L brownies, they look perfect. Believer, yours look perfect. Skylark, yours look perfect. We added sprinkles on Sharp. Hell yeah. Okay, everyone's look perfect. I don't know what happened to McD's, which he had the one-on-one lesson. Nobody else. Okay, that's stock photo. Am I a bad teacher? Is this my fault? Beautiful. Move over. Hell yeah. Claps in chat. What another lovely bake along. Again, guys, if you want to participate, I'm trying to do these weekly. The idea is to do them on Saturdays. The recipe gets posted in the Discord. So if you are not in the Discord, join the Discord and it gets posted right up here. Baking stream ingredients. I will post them here. I will post the time. I'm usually an hour late, pretend I'm not. And if you want to bake at the same time as me, you just have to plug your stream down here and I will pull it up. And then you post your pictures in food pics. Next week, we're probably gonna do a Valentine's themed stuff. So Valentine's themed baking for the next 1, 2, 3 weeks probably. And then we're gonna do a king's cake. We need to wash this mouse pad. This mouse pad is so gross. Look how gross it is. I've spilled so much on it. Lime, thank you for the 5 months.
What does QT even stand for?
Quentin Tarantino.